Hello and welcome to English Experience. Today I'm doing a special video in advance of the royal wedding. So what we're going to be doing here is having a look at article writing skills and also analysis skills. So this would be great for any GCSE student, regardless of exam board, because as you hopefully already know, you're all working to these same assessment objectives. So when you're writing your transactional piece, we're looking at this AO5, communicate clearly, effectively and imaginatively, adapting tone and style for different forms, purposes and audiences, and that you're organising your information and ideas using structural and grammatical features. Okay, and as you also know, you're going to be marked on AO6 in your creative piece, the range of vocabulary and sentence structures, punctuation and spelling. Alright, so what we've got here, hopefully you can all recognise as a magazine. Now magazine, Britain's best celeb mag, apparently. A lovely gift, worth saying, from one of my friends when I was poorly and I needed to switch off my brain. However, that being said, we should still be able to see that the article we're looking at does achieve the assessment objectives that you're looking at. So have a look up here. We've got Meghan's royal training revealed. Eat, dress and behave like a princess. Okay, so straight away, even in that teaser on the front cover, hopefully you can see a couple of techniques. We've got that pattern of 3, eat, dress and behave, and we've also got a little bit of alliteration within royal revealed. So that's the kind of thing that you're trying to recreate in your own writing. Especially when coming up with headlines. So if you do an article, obviously you're going to want to have a headline, and this almost acts like one, but we'll see what's actually in the headline. So let's find it. Here we go. So the actual headline for this article is A Princess in Training, and then you can see we've got this subheading inside, Meghan Markle's Lessons in Royal Etiquette. Okay, so straight away we've got the accurate use of that apostrophe there, that apostrophe of possession. These lessons in royal etiquette are owned by, possessed by Meghan Markle. Alright then, so many thanks to Selena Makeup for the words here, and we can then go in and have a little look at the opening sentence. So hopefully you all know that this first sentence is going to be so important for you to get right. It's got to engage your reader, it's got to interest them, it's got to be appropriate to the audience. So the audience here are obviously people who are interested in celebrities, and they are obviously people who are interested in the royals and getting excited for the wedding. So we'd expect that to come across in this introductory sentence. So, when it comes to weddings, all eyes are on the bride. So there's extra pressure for American actress Meghan Markle to get things right first time on her big day. Dash, which is now less than 12 weeks away. Alright, so if I'm examining, which I will be doing very soon, looking forward to it, I will be ticking this dash there to show that there's start to this range of punctuation. Not really seeing much in terms of vocabulary to comment on, but we've got that accurate use there, and we've got a complex sentence made up of several parts, so hopefully we're going to see some shorter sentences soon. Right, so let's go on to our second paragraph. So we've introduced the idea that all eyes are on her, so now what's going to come? Unlike in Hollywood, where she's used to filming on the set of Suits, there will be no second takes during her upcoming nuptials to Prince Harry. So if Meghan 36, slips up with her soup spoon during the lavish 8-course meal, it will no doubt make history. Okay, so here, one of the things that I'll be looking at is the use of these inverted commas around the word takes. So they're doing that to sort of make it clear that they're talking about takes on a set, so film takes. So that's some nice technical language. It's not a difficult word, but it's a word that's closely related to the field of filming Hollywood, so it works well, so we would recognise that. We can see also something that's quite useful, the use of italics on that word suits, and that's because it's a name of a television programme. So if for any reason there's a television programme in a film in your piece of writing, it'd be a good idea to try your best to replicate that. And then we've got the word nuptials, which we would class as advanced vocabulary, so that's really helpful. You can see the addition of little details. So the way it says Megan, 36, is very typical of this form of writing. So for an article and for the purpose to inform as well as to entertain, it's a good way of showing that that's what's going on. We've got a nice little bit of sibilance on here with our slips up with her soup spoon, you know, making it flow nicely, making it more catchy. And soup spoon is something that perhaps people do associate with a more sophisticated meal, so it goes along with the idea that this big day is a very significant, important day. And then we've got this word lavish, extravagant, fancy, posh, out of the ordinary. Well, it is an 8-course meal after all. We can see that we'd be able to award marks there for the use of that vocabulary as well. Let's do a little bit more. We'll skip the next paragraph, although no, actually, changed my mind, because again we've got that use of the dash, but here, what have we got? ... ellipses. So again, if I was marking, I'd be like getting to the point where I'm thinking, oh yeah, there's getting to be a nice range of vocabulary here. So let's read it out. So in a bid to turn Meghan into a bona fide royal, she is said to be in full etiquette training. And it's not an easy feat, to say the least. ... So what does that ellipsis do? It tells us that more likely than not, in the next paragraph, after we've paused to think about how hard it's going to be, we're going to be told how hard it's going to be. And then we get our first example of a quotation, and this is something that you should include. So you might use this phrase, a source tells us, or you might be more specific and name that source, and it can be a made-up source, obviously. A source tells us, more than ever, all eyes will be on Meghan on their wedding day. If she was seen holding her knife like a pen or speaking with her mouth full, the Queen's late mother would turn in her grave. Okay, so we've got some specific examples here in this quotation, and we've got that colloquial phrase, turn in her grave. So a metaphor really for saying she'd be extremely shocked by the behaviour. Manners are something the royal family pride themselves upon, and then we can see that our quotation has been closed there. So again, the use of the quotation is covered in A05 because it's showing your understanding for the different form that you're writing in. Okay, let's have a little look, because obviously we don't want to read it all, we don't want to go on too long. One of the things I'd point out here is this use of the inset quote, and that's something again that would be useful for you to use. And we can see that we've got images and captions there. So coping under pressure at the Endeavour Fund reports. And over here we've got some just basic information on our image, a lovely image of the happy couple, and then Prince Harry and Meghan's wedding day will take place in May. And then finally we've got quite a comical one here, a little bit little bit more fun. And we've got here, Meghan will have to rein in her playful side as a royal. So that phrase there, rein in, would also be impressive to me as an examiner. It's an unusual phrase, but it accurately represents what's going on here. All right then, I think we'll leave it at that because we've gone on for quite a while, but all the best to our princess in training and one of our favourite royals there. I hope it's helped you. I hope that you achieve those grades that you want and that it, you know, brings you all the happiness in life that you deserve. Alright then, thanks for watching. Any questions or comments, please use the comment section below. If you're struggling to come up with headlines, this is a good example of a simple headline and subheading that really grab your audience and allow them to know what's going on. So if you've got questions about that, get in touch. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. It really helps, and yeah, best of luck.